Howdy, howdy, this is Blue Otter. Today we are playing Blueprints. Right, we are continuing the front foyer. All right, let's go. I am seriously in love with this art style. All right, let's go this way. All right, so we have a bedroom, a closet, and a storeroom. I think I want to go with the storeroom, and that would get me some items right off the bat. So I am making a lot of notes in... I've got a journal, so keeping track of day-to-day what rooms I'm going in and getting. So we collect a coin. We have a key and a gem. Not seeing anything else. There is a pine tree and a pen, so that's an E. I could make a note of that. So that was +1. Key, gem, and coin. We have pine and pen, which is a difference of the letter E. Okay, that wasn't an end piece, so let's come over here. We have a nook, which would give us another key, and a pantry, which would give us 4 gold, and a breaker box. I think we're going to choose the nook. And we grab the key. And it doesn't look like there's anything else in here. Let's go ahead and go here. I would like something that has the observatory would be good because that would give us an additional star, and I believe we've already got 4 stars, so I think we're gonna go to observatory, and that would also get us now I've had it where this has gotten coins, I've gotten gems, we have the fixed stars. Oh, so it's a constellation book. So more things to take screenshots of. So this book contains a complete star base, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one, depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day. Different constellations of various sizes can be visible, sometimes more than one in a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations and impress your friends and discover the joy of stargazing. So we have North Star 1 gold, the Twins, the Slice, Diamondus Minor, the Southern Cross. I think we have the Farmer's Apple, Clavis the Key, okay, Draxus the Dead, and there's a lot, everything 50% off, Florius the Bloom of the Sky. Okay, that's it. It looks like there's 20, 15. Yeah, so we're at, I think, 5 today, but we have to probably... see, there is a mirror with 4 stars. Maybe that tells us what the previous number was. Any books that I can see? We can see, oh, we can spin the globe. There's a picture of a stair. We can see out, so let's go ahead and look up. Southern Cross. Rooms with 4 stars are more common, or 4 doors are more common today. Out of curiosity, I just want to go up. I don't think that there's going to be anything here because this was... Yeah, that was just the turn. Just checking to make sure there wasn't anything else that I was missing. Anything around the base? Nope. Okay. Let's see. So we're going to go that way. So I would like something that is kind of a hallway that goes north and south. The den would be perfect for this. So we're looking for 4-door rooms, more common. It's gonna have the den, which is gonna be +1 gem. Let's see, we have a plane and a plan. Ooh. Okay, but that's just where we are. I love this feature on that. Okay. So this one we can get primarily, we're looking for a dead end. Ooh, there's a freezer. Freezer accounts and money will not be reset at the end of the day, and they cannot be adjusted or used until freezer accounts. Money and gem amounts will not reset at the end of the day, and they cannot be adjusted for or used until tomorrow. So let's look at that one. So that freezes accounts, coin, and gems. That is my dog playing with his toy. Let's get a freezer. This is the only dead end of the thing. I'm trying to see if okay, there's a key. We can't get the key. What is in here? There's another key. So potentially 2 keys, a letter. So frozen, 2 keys, a letter. I realize it could be different the next time we draw this. Something in a dune. That I don't know what those are. Okay, 2 gems. Okay, that's good to know. And I'm hoping that doesn't just screw up my run for today. Chapel, or does it mean that I have access to stuff? Let's do the corridor. Yeah, that's a crow and row. It's a difference of C. Garage would be interesting. I know that garage has 3 keys, but I don't know if that means... Oh, my gems are frozen. Okay, I think I did mess up this one. On that one, we will do... Yeah, so I can't do anything with... I have to either unfreeze it, which I'm not sure exactly how to do that. So we're gonna go with the bedroom. Instead. We did get an apple, which gives us 2 more steps. I believe it gives us 2 more steps. Okay, so I can't access that even still. We could do the Great Hall. Let's do the Great Hall. I don't think I've ever done that one. I don't think I've done that one yet. And I do have several keys. So I know, but if I go to do, if these are going to be possibly with a door, there we go. Trying to go north. Gymnasium, you lose 2. Let's hit the spare room. Before we go through, let's click on that, see if there's anything in one of these other rooms. That was, I think, my only key. I probably shouldn't have done that, but that's okay, because I have a feeling this run's going to be short. That freezer really threw it off. Oh man, that would be really cool. Lose half your steps. Let's do the workshop. I don't have any items, so... Yeah, I don't have any items. We have the compass. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. Okay. So we did get the compass. I don't have any items to really put together. It's locked. I have no keys. Oh, hold on. I know, I just... Oh, that's locked. Okay. All these others locked? Yeah. They're locked. And I gotta go all the way back to the entrance hall. With a squeaky sound. All right. Back to the entrance hall. Let's do... I have to do the chapel if... Now the one thing is that I shouldn't lose coins. let's do... Now we're going to do the pantry, and that will get me plus 4 coins. And an apple. Let's do, we gotta do the parlor. See if I can get some gems. Okay. Component of the parlor game. Okay. Press to include a letter. Yeah. There wants to be at least one box that displays only true statements, one box that will be displays only false statements, and one box has a prize within, and the other 2 are always empty. This statement appears on another box. This statement appears on another box. Okay. The blue box is empty. Then it's got to be the white one. It was not the white one. Okay, so that one was not successful. We do have a clock and a lock. With a C. So it's 2 C's and 2 E's so far. Passageways, we can't do that. Gotta do archives. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of the potential floor plans. Just looking to see if there's what all you can see around here. Now, is this the same? I think this is the same book. Yeah, because the last time I wrote notes about this... Yeah, we're no longer able to see plans. Yeah, and then we have the Children of Blackwater, RLCF. Okay, so we have the same book is here, but I do see a gem. So I'm gonna call that... scrapbook and a gem. Okay, where can we go? We can do over here. We got an archive floor plan. I don't remember what we have, but the East Hall wing, I think, is what we're gonna do. Watch both of the doors be locked, and that ends the run. I don't remember seeing that. Maybe it's the West Hall is the one that we have. And in sand. which is an S. If the guest room is going to give us plus 10, I'd really like to see more of the boudoir. I cannot access the archive plan because that involves a gem. So let me just make a note. Mirror with no reflection. Saves on animation. Digest. Now this is... The animation in and of itself is fairly simple. Let's see. We have... Oh, a photo of... a Christmas tree photo. Anything? There is a candlestick missing one candle. I find that interesting. I don't know why. Nothing. But oh, we have a safe. Let's see. I think my notes, I had a safe key. Safe code. There we are. Can I just type it in? No, I actually have to punch it in. 9083. Hold on. 9083. Enter. This is clearly not... Or maybe the code changes. Okay. Or what did I have for my notes? Was that... No, I just wrote safe code. Okay. Okay. So I guess I don't have the code for that one. Okay, let's go this way. Drawing room, we're not going to be able to do. We could do, let's do the archive. Although, if I did the utility closet and I was able to turn off... If I'd be able to turn off the freezer, I'd be able to spend my gems. It looks like, or I'd be able to collect coins. Then let's just go with the archive one. I don't know what it is. It looks like it is a bedroom. Guest bedroom specifically. Ten steps. That's the same letter. We have a gym. We have a basketball. That's a tent and a 10. Okay, so we can go back through the archives to the doors that we don't have open yet, which is amounts to this one and that door. Never mind. That one's locked. And that one's locked. And I don't have any more keys. So I believe this run is over. I don't think I have anything outside that I can even access yet. Wait, because I can't... Oh, wait, hold on. I might have at least a few more doors here if this one's not locked. Okay, well, we can claim the magnifying glass, but there's really no sense into claiming the magnifying glass because there's nothing I'm going to be able to use it on. So we're just going to do the plain hallway, knowing that green rooms do not cost gems to draft, but everything's locked. So the only thing I can really do is the utility closet. Which we have a car and a cart. No idea how this works. Hold on. Okay, so if we... Can't do that one there, so if we have that as red... Okay, so if we have... Okay, so it's not purple. So if we do... I know it's got to be something with these. Toggling of breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC power if you require assistance. Maybe they're supposed to be all green? And that gets them to blue. I have no idea. I don't know what I'm supposed to be. I don't know what the end goal for this one is. And I'm sure anybody watching this is like, "Oh no, you're supposed to do this." I don't know. I don't know what it's supposed to what the purpose. I know what the purpose of it is. I just don't know how to get there. And I can't do anything else for today. I have a whole lot of steps left over. I wish I could bank my steps. Because I don't think I can get over here. Yeah, because that's locked. And all I can really do is go back to my camp. So, we're gonna call it a day. Yes. With the exception of your frozen assets, yeah. So this is really the first time that I'm gonna be a carryover. So this is day 8 is what we're gonna be doing. And then we have a carryover of 1 coin and 1 gem. Yeah, I found I found the compass. That was it. And I learned not to get the freezer unless I have like enough to really keep going. So let's go ahead and continue. That was a relatively short day. I learned some stuff though, so that was not a total loss. Going into day 8. Let's go ahead and start over here. Okay, we could start with the storeroom again. That's going to get us an additional gem, a key, and it is a dead end, but I think I'm fine with that because it is early on. So 1 key, 1 coin, and 1 gem. Coin and gem. We have the pin and pine again. Yep. Okay, so that was a... Let's go to this side. That was a dead end. So let's go to this side. The coat check, I'm not quite ready for. Let's do the closet. Might be a mistake. We got a key and a sleeping mask. The first time you enter each bedroom with the sleep mask, you gain 5 steps. So that was 1 key and the sleep mask, which is plus 5 steps per bedroom. Okay. Oh, and then we've got some other things. Some other pictures that I was looking at. Is that it? I think that's it. Okay. Only thing we've got left is this room. Hopefully we get something that's not a thing. Okay, so we have a nook. If I did the guest bedroom, that would be a very, very small... That would be like an efficiency cottage or something. I'm leaning towards taking the nook, but I need to be able to open up. So for that, we're going to do the passageway, which is going to cost 2 gems. So that just basically wipes out my gems. All right, let's go left. We have a bedroom, a hallway, and a spare room. I think this one will go to the hallway, which I think this one will probably block. Or you know what? I take it back. Let's do the spare room, because the spare room's just going to get us across, which is where I need to go. And maybe I can get the hallway again. Yeah, because I'm not seeing anything in here. Yeah. West Wing Hall, or I could get the den. Yeah, let's get the den, because the den is going to get us a gem. Plane and plan again. Okay. Now we're going to hope we don't get freezer. All right, now do I want coins or do I want a key? I kind of think, ooh, if I spend 1 gem, I can get 4 items. This might be a mistake, but I think I'm going to go for the walk-in closet. I'm good for a dead end. And that will keep, assuming that that puts Nook back where I might be able to draw it again, maybe. Okay, we got 2 gems and 2 keys. Okay, and then that was a photo. So there's 2 gems, 2 keys. There's a photo, but we've already, I think I've already taken a picture of that. We'll take another picture of it just to be sure. Okay. Now we can go straight forward with the den. Okay, commissary. There's the Nook. I really want to get the West Wing Hall. Or do I want to get the Nook? I mean, that's like the 4th time I've drawn the Nook. So let's do the West Wing Hall. Now we can get the garage. It is on the outside, so that would be perfect, especially if we can get the power thing and I can actually figure out how to turn it off. Or I guess I need to turn the power on. There's more keys. So 3 keys. And door outside. Do we have any items over here? We have a note. Christoph, this is the 3rd time this month you and the car have been gone. When your services were required, I don't care how long you have been driving for his lordship, your absences must be accounted for, Mrs. Babbage. There's a note. Sounds like someone's been taking the car out. Or just leaving when he was needed in. Car and card, difference of C. Oh, okay, there's a... License plate SWNSNG, which I know is a reference to the terminal password. It's the first time I've been out here. Yeah, that is definitely a door to the outside. Okay. All right, let's see what we get here. We have the chapel, a corridor, or a drawing room. I think we're going to do the drawing room. You may draw a new floor plan while drafting in this room. The last time... Yeah, because it was that candlestick that was missing. Okay, maybe this one is the safe code. So here it has a candlestick. And then we have a safe. Let's try this one. 90883. 083. Okay, clear that. 9083. Okay. So I don't have this code either. Unless I wrote it down wrong. That's a tie and a tier. Do we have anything for this candlestick? No. Clock? No. Okay, so we can go across the way here. We can do a hallway, a guest bedroom, or a corridor. I think if we do a hallway, it'll connect back to the passageway, which will get us a quicker way to get around the house if we need to. I don't know if that's going to be viable or if that's going to be needed, but yeah, so not going to need that way, but we can go this way. Do a pantry, a guest bedroom, or a chapel. Pantry would be good, but I think I'm going to go with the chapel. Just because that's going to get more waste, but I'm not going to go in just yet. I want to go down here, and we're going to go this way. See what I can fill out on this side. All right, we've got a parlor, which is going to be a dead end, nook, and a kitchen. It doesn't matter. It's basically, do I want 2 gems? It's going to be dependent on me answering a question or a guaranteed key. And I've already got 7 keys. So I think we're going to go for the parlor and risk it for the 2 gems. I mean, this is going to block off this side of the house. Okay. Puzzle games. This box is the middle box. That is false. This box is the middle box. That is false. The gems are in the middle box. So we're going to go for white. And there's my 2 gems. I got one right. Okay, it's been a while since that's happened. All right, so now we can go back. Now it's going to cost me to go into the chapel. Might as well go this way. All right, we have security, view inventory, and a gem requirement of 1. I like the security. That's also going to get me a passageway up. So yeah, we're going to do that. Key card system. I don't have that many, so let's confirm. Oh no, hold on. This, I want to go to unlocked, confirm setting. Not that I have a key card, but would be helpful if I do. I've already got a picture of that. So further notice the antechamber has been unlocked. All okay, yeah, I think I've got pictures of this too. More likely to be locked as you progress north. Yeah, I've got. This is it for the. Okay, we only have 1 gem, but we are gonna start reaching ones that the door is locked. I think we're gonna do courtyard because that's gonna open up both sides, and that finishes me out for gems. No sledgehammer. So let's go over here. Oh, this is a security door is locked by electronic key card. Okay. Let's go ahead and use that. Okay, I can't do that one. I can do... The archives would be nice. The gymnasium is going to run me low. So, yeah, let's do archives. I can't do the, I would do the observatory, but I don't have, yeah, that's the same thing. No gem. At least not there. Ooh, we have the metal detector though. I did not get a picture of that. So we got the metal detector. I walked right past that. Let's see, we have... I can't do the weight room. We'll have to do the... corridor? I don't have any more gems. I do not understand the breaker box. I do not understand that puzzle. We're gonna do the nook. That's gonna get me an extra key. Before we go in, what does the metal detector do? Greater chance of finding... Okay, what was that? Greater chance of finding key. Key and coin. What does the sleeping mask do again? First time you enter a bedroom. I have not had... Well, I mean, I could have done bedrooms. I just saw the metal detector just went off. Is it me when I'm... closer, or... I don't see anything in the room. Oh, there's the key. Okay. Okay, so that gives me a lot of keys. Locked. Yeah, I'm not concerned at all about using that. Mailroom. A package will be delivered here the day after drawing this room. We have an archive floor plan. Commissary. I don't have any gems. Mailroom would be a dead end. I'm not prepared for a dead end just yet. Let's do the archived. See what we get. It's probably like a bedroom. It's the breaker box. It's still a dead end. Turn that on. Turn that off. Dark room off. Gymnasium off. So this is the utility room. The breaker box. I don't know. Nope. I think it's supposed to be where they're all green, but... I have no idea. I mean, I'm randomly pressing buttons because I don't know. I don't know what this is supposed to do. I don't know what it's supposed to look like. And that's apparently not it. I think they're supposed to be green or red. But if I do that, I can get them to all be I get them all be purple. I don't know. I don't know. That's just gonna make me frustrated. Okay. Well, that's a wasted room for me. Let's go back down to the archives. Discover one less common floor plan while drafting in the library. We could do pantry, is going to get us more coins. We could do archive. You know what? I have not seen the library yet, so... reading. The house directory is a great resource for information. If you wish to read more about a specific room in your house, press R to pull up the directory, which I think I already did. This one's rarity is unusual. Okay. And I've got a metal the metal detector's going off. Oh, because I was looking up instead of down. All right. Here's a note. Books and periodicals requested from this form will be pulled and available the next time you draft the library. Okay, so there is a... book request form. We also got 1 coin. Sightseer's Guide to Radeon, Swimbird, the fixed stars, which I think, you know, I did not write down the, I just wrote that there was a constellation book. I did not write the full name and author of it. I think I took pictures of it though. EPCW Pumps User System, Drafting Strategy, Architectural Digest. I'm kind of leaning towards this one, Drafting Strategy. Although I'm really interested in the Swimbird too. Because I think that is our character's mother. So yeah, let's do... Drafting Strategy. Okay, so we have that. Let's go up the... Can we go up the stairs? Yes, we can. Mount Holly Records. Temporal Records. I think that was my first day. That's cool. Resource records. Draft records. Total rooms drafted 148. Puzzle records. Parlors. Yeah. Okay. I'm not always the best. Hey, I at least solved the dartboard. Is there anything in there? I don't see anything in there. Oh, and here we have the Mount Holly scrapbook. So we have records and a scrapbook. So before it was with the archives. Where was it? Archives. News clippings. In the archives. Okay. So the scrapbook. My first claim ticket. First lucky check. Lucky rabbit's foot. Okay, so this is all about my records. My favorite floor plans. Can't seem to ever pass that up. Well, most drafted, den, parlor, storeroom, most paid for. Observatory 5 gems, security 5 gems. Most time spent in security, entrance hall, and parlor. Contraptions I've made, which is none. Longest purchase, key pack. Okay, don't know what that is. Maybe one day. Most avoided floor plans, kitchen, gymnasium, weight room. Okay. So that's more of like your own records and stuff. So that's interesting. Commissary Foundation does not reset each day. So we can finally get the foundation. Am I ready for that though? I don't think I'm ready for that one. I think that this one is one, if it doesn't reset, I'm not sure if that's where I want it. I think we're going to go for the archived again. And this is this hall. Well, I do have enough gems. So really, if I'm going to have a door out at all, it's going to have to be this one. So we might as well use it. I'm getting jive on the metal detector so we can go into here. We get a chance for the observatory. I'm not going to end up running this one. So this was the Great Hall. And we're going to do the observatory. No, I can't because it requires a gem. So can't do that. So we got to go with a second archived. And that is, it's a bedroom. It's not a total dead end. We did get an additional 5. And we do have... There we go. We have a special key. Or a gold key. Okay. I don't know if it matters what color the key is. I know there are special keys. I just don't know. Okay, so let's go here. Nursery, the boudoir, and the archive. Well, that's going to be that. So the only chance that I'm going to have of going straight is, again, we're archive. This is about learning. If you look at this game of do you get the 46th room or not, and anytime you don't get the 46th room, you see it as a failure, you're going to have a lot of failures. But if you look at it as every room is an opportunity to explore and learn new things, every room is a win. Oh, it's a pantry. So that means I should get 4 coins, and I got an apple. Apple sounds really good right now. And that locks out there. Metal detector's gone. Okay, so that one's there. Let's go through and find out what else is in the Great Hall. Nothing. A little bit bigger room. Oh, that would... Oh! Oh. That would be... Okay, so it doesn't necessarily have to be the center one. See what I was talking about? Every time you learn, I was not aware. I would have thought they would have just gone straight in. Okay, the little thing's beeping like crazy. Unless it's telling me something's on the other side of the door. Because I'm not seeing things. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Okay, so we know that this is going to be a closet anyway. And I probably just went through all of my... And there is the... We did get the lever. Maybe it's just... Oh, here it is. And we got 3 coins. Oh, we got another door. And we got an upgrade disc. That sounds like that would be insert into one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. Did I don't know if I took a picture of that. Okay, now I did. Maybe. Okay, so if I can make it back to... So let's go to library, archives, courtyard security. Yeah, library, archives, courtyard, and then security. Log into network. Swan song, password accepted. Connecting to network. It's possible to connect to other terminals elsewhere. View active terminals. I don't have any. So exit. Electronic mail. I don't have permission. I need the office. That's... Oh, insert disk. There. I'm so smart. Hold on. Yeah, floor plan upgrade. What do we get? Spare room. Okay, well that might actually make it. Spare room data has been found on the upgrade disk. You will now have the chance to permanently enhance this room to one of 3 different upgraded floor plans. So... Okay, basically, do I want it to be... Where is... security? Okay. So upgrade disk is going to go to spare room. Do I want it to be a bedroom a green room, or a spare hall. Kind of depends on what I want it to be. I've been treating it as a hallway, but I kind of like the idea of I kind of like the idea of it being a green room. I wonder if it's possible that you could get multiple upgrades to the same room. Probably not. All right, let's do spare green room. Is this the upgrade you want? Yes. Floor plan has been successfully upgraded. Okay. Watching myself on the camera. It's like on 2 frames per second. Okay. What do we have? Okay, now we need to go through the chapel. Is the only other available opening that I've got. So it's that door right there. We're gonna do the gym. I don't normally do the gym, but that's gonna be the only way that I'm gonna be able to. I'm just gonna lose 2 additional ones, but it's the only way that we're gonna be able to do anything. I've got to figure out how to do the utility closet. So we have the terrace. The terrace is a dead end, which would work, or I could do the archive. Which I believe the archive is something that you've already drawn, but you've kind of... So let's do the terrace, which is green rooms. Don't cost gems. All right, let's go look. Something out there, but we do finally get another gem. That might help. That looks like the leaf thing, that the outline of the mountain looks like the logo. Sit down, have a cup of tea. Okay, we're fixing to lose. This is the last door, so we gotta make it work. That was +1 gem. Okay. So when drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plans up to 8 times. Okay, that's good. Okay, this one's gonna be probably the end anyway. So let's go into the study. So you spend gems, redraw floor plans up to 8 times. I just want to see it. Oh, face and ace. Okay. 44 letters. in message. Unused pairings, glove and love, sting and sing, crowd and crow, groan and gown, snack and sack. We have a treasure map. So that is, hold on, that's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Okay, so we have that. That's the foyer. So it's up 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's X. Okay. If we can get there, probably have to dig for it. I'm wondering if I actually have it. Oh, here's another safe. Okay. This has also got a safe. 9083. Enter. That one doesn't work either. How many codes are there? I don't know if it's possible with so little time left, but I need to remember to ask Anne if we can commission new artwork for all the rooms of the house. We need them produced in sets of 2, a pair of each room. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm thinking. I'm likely delusional to think this can be pulled off by Thursday. Got another letter. Or note, I guess I should say. Anything else? Yeah, because there's clock and lock, and that's a C. Okay, so I need to get to here. I can't do that. Oh, wait, no. If I'd have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, through here. Right, and then now we have to go through security. I take it back. Here. Here and here. So if I can figure this out. If I can figure this out, I might be able to... Wait. No, I think I still have to have the key door, or... Oh, no. Let's try... Okay. That's gonna be it for... yeah, I don't think I have the information to get that. I've tried it a number of ways, and I've looked at it, and I think that there's gonna be another room that's gonna give me that clue. This is a security door, so there's not really anything I can do. I can't do anything outside. Did pretty well with keys and gems though, so again, I think this was good. I wish I could have done something more with the treasure map. Sleeping mask did help me with getting a couple more. I probably should have drawn more bedrooms knowing that I had the sleeping mask. That would have helped with stuff. Of course, that's saying I still have 3 keys down there. It doesn't matter because I don't have 3 rooms to even try. All right, we're gonna call it a day. And with that, we're gonna call that an episode. I don't think that that's too bad. Again, if you take this as, you know, reaching the 46 is success and not reaching 46 is a failure, every day you're going to play, you're going to lose. You're going to lose so many times, and that's going to be discouraging. If you look at this as a, you know, every day you're learning something, then, you know, it might not be an absolute win, but it's progress. But that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Have an utterly fantastic day, and see you next time.